appointed as ambassador for the Great Ghana program.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, is announced.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let's have all the sound hold, all the sound hold. Thank you.
Ghana celebrates her 41st National Farmers Day celebration held at Ho in the Volta region. This is Zimbo TVGH live in our studio here at Dabala Junction. I am Peter Nate Agboyume. And let's bring to you some news line from the event held on December 5th, 2025. President John Dramani Mahama has announced that his government will take aggressive measures to reduce interest rates on agriculture credit to single digits, saying that the current lending conditions make it nearly impossible for farmers to profit from their labor. Speaking at the 41st National Farmers Day celebration in Ho, he described high interest lane as one of the most crippling obstacles facing farmers nationwide. He said the burden placed on farmers by commercial lending rate means many untimely work for the bank and not themselves, hindering national effort to strengthen food security and expand agricultural production. He emphasized that affordable credit remains essential to transforming agriculture into a self-sustaining engine of national development. Let's listen to what he communicated.
At this point, we are ready for the national anthem.
The right interest rate. Currently, capital and credit that is available to our farmers is at such an interest rate that if they take a loan, they virtually will be working for the bank, not for themselves. And so one of our prime objectives is how to get credit to our farmers at the best possible rate. And I saw one of the members of the Ghana National Association of Farmers and Fishermen holding a placard that said single-digit interest rate. I agree with you. Credit for agriculture must be at single-digit interest rate. And so this government is going to work to bring that interest rate below 10% so that farmers can have access to cheaper credit to be able to produce more for us to feed ourselves.
Away from that, President has encouraged Ghanaians, especially those in formal unemployment, to consider farming as an additional source of income, stressing that agriculture is not the exclusive preserve of rural communities or full-time farmers. He was addressing the gathering at the 41st National Farmers Day celebration in on Friday, December 5, 2025, where he said the long-held notion that farmers is only for the village folks is outdated and does not reflect modern realities. He explained that many professionals, including civil servants, teachers, and private sector workers, can combine their regular jobs with meaningful agricultural activities. The president noted that adopting farming as a secondary venture will not only boost personal earning but also strengthen national food security and reduce reliance on import. He encouraged workers to embrace modern agricultural practices such as irrigation, improved seedlings, and technology-driven systems that allow part-time farmers to maintain productive farms without being physically present each day. President Mahama also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to creating a supportive environment that makes farming attractive, viable, and profitable for all categories of workers.
You can do another job and still be a farmer. And so teachers, nurses, doctors, civil servants, you can go to work at the same time you can have a farm to supplement your income. And so don't think that it's only the village folk and our poor fathers and mothers in the village who must be full-time farmers. When we went to lunch in Nkukon Kitikiti, there was this young man who came. And he had received, I think, 1,000 birds. And when he had finished growing them, he went to sell them, and he had made over 100,000 cedis for himself. Meanwhile, this was a trained nurse. He had finished school and not been posted yet. So he said, look, while I'm waiting for posting, let me start rearing chicken. And so they asked him, they said, okay, now that you're making 100,000 from your poultry farm at every cycle, when your posting comes, will you go and work as a nurse? And his answer was, I will think about it. Agriculture is profitable. And agriculture brings good incomes. And that's why, even as president, I am a farmer. And so everybody can be a farmer. And I encourage all my appointees, government officials, please procure some land. You can plant oil palm. If you do 10 acres of oil palm or 20 acres of oil palm, you'll be surprised that it will give you more money than the salary you take every year. And so let us all invest and be able to produce so that we can supplement our incomes. I also want to commend the U.S. government.
The 41st National Farmers Day has become a movement for powerful personal triumph for Togbe Afede XIV, the Agbogomefia of the Asogli state, as he successfully chaired the ground debate. His prominent role at the event, held under the theme Feed Ghana, Eat Ghana, Secure the Future, was a pregnant full-cycle moment. Coming 6 years after he previously scheduled chairmanship was unexpectedly withdrawn from the same event in the same city of Ho. The setback occurred during the 31st National Farmers Day celebration in 2019 under the then president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Despite being invited and prepared to serve as the chairman of the event in his traditional capital, Ho, Togbe Afede XIV's nomination was abruptly withdrawn just 1 day before the celebration. Addressing the national audience at the 2025 celebration, he directly referenced this painful history. Here is what he communicated.
Fellow Ghanaians, and of course our friends from the media, it's indeed a great honor for me to welcome all of you to Ho, and I do so on behalf of the chiefs and people of Asogli. As many of us are already aware, the Farmers' Day celebration was instituted in 1985 to acknowledge and celebrate the vital role farmers play in our country. And it was established following the remarkable 30% growth in the agri sector in 1984, which was a significant recovery from the devastations of 1982 and 1983, when we experienced a lot of drought. The inaugural celebration was held in Oseno in the eastern region, which was particularly severely hit by the impacts of the drought. And since then, the Farmers' Day has been celebrated every first Friday of December. I congratulate the government of President Rawlings, under whom this great initiative was started. I also would like to congratulate the successive governments for having maintained this great tradition. But most importantly, I want to congratulate our farmers who are the reasons why we are here. And also congratulate most especially those who are going to recognize today. This morning, while I was with my elders, we recalled that who hosted the 35th Farmers' Day on December 6, 2009. I was invited to chair the event as I was invited to today's celebration. Then Saturday, the day before the event, my nomination was withdrawn, thanks to the pettiness of those days. Here am I again today, privileged to be chairman of the 41st celebration. And I want to thank the government for the great honor that it has done the chiefs and the people of Ho, and the great honor it has done to me in particular. The theme for today is Ghana, grow Ghana, secure the future. Truly captures the essence of the celebration. It acknowledges also what each one of us can do to support what our farmers have been doing over the years. When we eat what we produce in Ghana, we'll encourage our farmers to produce more, and therefore we'll see growth in our economy. And therefore we'll see
82 opening Abraham Koku Eduse was crowned the 2025 National Best Farmer at the year's celebration in earning national honor for his decades of leadership in agriculture, community development, and public service. The celebrated agriculturist, religious leader, and former member of the Council of State was recognized for his extensive contribution to Ghana's food production and his lifelong commitment to transforming communities through education, agriculture, and grassroots mobilization. Born on June 21, 1946, and hailing from Osiem in the Eastern region, Openi Eduse has built an expansive career blending public governance, large-scale commercial farming, and institutional leadership. Trained as a teacher with university specialization in chemistry and history, he is widely acknowledged for managing complex organizations, inspiring rural development, and promoting young youth empowerment through agriculture. Over the years, he has distinguished himself as a senior religious leader, commercial agriculturist, and philanthropist, serving as general superintendent and spiritual head of Savior Church of Ghana. Between 2013 and 2017, he represented the Eastern region on the Council of State, where he was advised the presidency on national policy directions, regional development priorities, and strategic governance issues. He has consistently advocated youth-focused agricultural reforms and coordinated humanitarian intervention, including support for communities affected by the Akosombo dance village in the year 2023. He also played a significant role in promoting peace and national cohesion during periods of political tension. In agriculture, Openi Eduse manages more than 400 acres of cocoa plantations across the eastern and western regions and has reorganized internationally as the world's best cocoa farmer by the International Cocoa Conference. He further led the development of about 5,000 acres of church-owned farmland for maize, yam, mango, and vegetable cultivation, generating employment and supporting educational and health institutions. He has also been instrumental in creating jobs for the youth, professionals in agriculture, education, healthcare, and administration, and overseeing a nationwide workforce across churches, enterprises, and promoting agriculture as a lucrative economic pathway for the youth. Under his leadership in infrastructure, the Saviour Church of Ghana has built 28 basic schools and a senior high school and a nursing and midwifery training college. He also founded major health facilities including the Howard Memorial Hospital at Osiem and another hospital in Bekwai, serving thousands of people annually. He oversees a national organization with more than 100,000 members and provides guidance in finance, infrastructure development, public welfare programs, and international coordination. Openi Odisi Ernest reflects not only in agricultural excellence but also his broader influence in national development. His work across government, faith leadership, and philanthropy, education, and community empowerment continues to shape the lives across the country. The 2025 National Best Farmer Award affirms his legacy as a national builder whose contribution spanned far beyond the farm gates, embodying the spirit of service leadership and agricultural transformation. As the overall best, he walks home after farm activities of a headline price package valued in millions, including 1.2 million Ghana cedis from the Agricultural Development Bank ADB, a brand new tractor with implement from Sino Machinery, a powered trailer head with rotary accessories, motorized sprayers, assorted chemicals, Wellington boots, cutlass, and other farming essentials. In his acceptance speech, he praised and appealed to the government to prioritize irrigation infrastructure, describing it as a critical pillar for sustainable food protection. He welcomed assurances from the Minister for Food and Agriculture that irrigation expansion has been incorporated into Feed Ghana program, describing the move as essential to advancing the Feed Ghana, Eat Ghana, and Secure the Future under the theme for the year's celebration. This brings us to the end of our bulletin here in Dabala Junction at Zimbo TVGA studio. My name is Peter Nate Agboyeme. Thank you for doing the watching.